With Band of Brothers still being considered one of the best TV shows of all time, the standard for great World War II-focused series has been high for the past 24 years since its HBO premiere. In addition to winning the Best Miniseries Emmy in 2002, Band of Brothers currently holds a coveted 94% score from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, with an even higher consensus from audiences at a 97% rating. With grounded realism and intensity in depicting the real soldiers' lives on and off the battlefield, Band of Brothers remains a revolutionary hallmark in the war drama miniseries sect. Band of Brothers creators Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks have even followed up the success of the show with two spiritual successors in the World War II category, the 2010 miniseries The Pacific and 2024 drama Masters of the Air. Of course, plenty of other moving, acclaimed World War II drama series have hit the small screen after that time. One of the strongest recent outings in this genre went under the radar when it was released on Prime Video in April 2025, but nevertheless provides yet another thrilling, dramatic World War II story on the small screen like Band of Brothers. The Narrow Road to the Deep North is another dramatic World War II show like Band of Brothers. The Narrow Road to the Deep North is inspired by real accounts. If you're looking for a new World War II set miniseries to binge-watch, then look no further than Prime Video's The Narrow Road to the Deep North. The 5-episode miniseries follows the life of Australian man Dorrigo Evans, Jacob Elordi, who is drafted into World War II and becomes a Far East prisoner of war. The series, which currently holds a 100% score from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, is based on the 2013 same-titled book by Richard Flanagan. Similar to the true story-based Band of Brothers, The Narrow Road to the Deep North story is inspired by accounts from real World War II soldiers. The original novel is partially inspired by both Edward Weary Dunlop and Flanagan's own grandfather. While there are plenty of fictionalized elements to The Narrow Road to the Deep North, it still feels grounded by including real-life historical events and basing the main characters' experiences on real people. The Narrow Road to the Deep North has some big narrative differences to Band of Brothers. The Narrow Road to the Deep North has a life-spanning romantic element. One major difference between The Narrow Road to the Deep North and Band of Brothers is how the narrative plays out on screen. In Band of Brothers, the story is confined to the characters' lives during World War II, largely when they are already on the battlefront. Meanwhile, The Narrow Road to the Deep North follows Jacob Elordi's character across 3 timelines, before he's drafted as a soldier in World War II, during his time as a prisoner of war in a Japanese labor camp, and many years after he returns home when he's a renowned surgeon. Additionally, The Narrow Road to the Deep North has a romantic drama angle to its war story. While exploring Dorrigo's time as a medical student, soldier, and surgeon, the Prime Video original series explores his love affair with Amy Mulvaney, his uncle's wife. While Dorrigo's romance is an important through-line in the show's various timelines, Band of Brothers hardly delves into the soldiers' romantic lives unless discussing their wives, girlfriends, or lost loves back home. Still, in both shows, there's a significant sense of longing for love and comfort in those people back home that plays into the character arcs. Though Band of Brothers soldiers are based on real people, there are many aspects of their lives that weren't explored in this way in the 2001 series. Of course, that was a deliberate creative choice, as Band of Brothers strives to focus on the impact and harsh realities of war while actually deployed, in training, on missions, or on the battlefront. The Narrow Road to the Deep North approaches a World War II soldier's life from a different perspective, focusing on how those experiences form and change a person holistically while in battle and long after returning home.